What's up, everyone? It's Willette with Urbex and Coasters, and today I am at the Bayfair Centre. So we are going to take a look at this. Shout out to Victoria at New Park Mall for recommending this place to me as a place to Urbex, because yeah, she recommended this place to me and we're going to check it out. So we can't go inside the mall itself, but we can see an awesome view into there. Bed Bath & Beyond logo right there. That's awesome. Got this sign here. This is a different angle into the mall. You can see that would have been one of the anchor stores there. And here is a look inside what would have been Bed Bath & Beyond. You can see there's where the entrance to the mall would have been. You can see a few lights on in there. You can see the cart corral from Bed Bath & Beyond. Still sitting here. That metal has been bent up. Guessing someone figured they could scrap this or use it for something. Here are the loading docks from Bed Bath & Beyond. Nothing's in the box. Another look at that anti-rollback like machine here. You see how that works? So that goes over like an anti-rollback would. Looks like I found a sign from Bed Bath & Beyond in here. That's pretty cool. Don't know when this location closed, but you can see that it said that it was a closing for this location only, and we can see another one up here. So yeah, I'm literally inside the dumpster. Here's our look to see if we have to worry about alarms. I don't think so, because that's in the off position. Wonder what would happen if I flipped this on. I mean, I don't want to try it because there could be high voltage that comes out of that, and I mean, I'm not certified in operating that kind of thing, so you know, I don't know. I thought we were gonna get to go back to this part of the building, but nope. That right there is gonna stop us. And we've got gates keeping us from this set of loading docks. And that means we've got to behave here. Take a look inside Kohl's to see if we can see inside of the mall. And yes, we definitely can. You can see the sign that would have been up in the mall is still very much there. And I mean, the Kohl's is still open, so I don't see why they would take it down. You can see inside the mall from here. You can see across the way there's a Macy's. I'm sad we can't get into that corridor, but you know, it's cool we can see it. Guess that's an outdated message, because Macy's is no longer here. They took the sign down inside at least and have it completely papered up, but here is a look at the other side of the mall. From here, you can see that Kohl's sign is still lighting up though. So yeah, this is a pretty good look inside of the mall. We have an open Jamba Juice right there, but next to it, we have this. Angry Ramen, completely abandoned. Can have a look inside. You can see there's some fake greenery against the wall. Pretty much untouched. And they do have a farmer's market in this parking lot, which I am gonna check out. I mean, if I can get the types of prices that I get in Gilroy down here, then, you know, that'll save me some driving tomorrow. Definitely doesn't match the 10 for $1. So yeah, looks like we're going to Gilroy to get our produce in that case. Here's a look inside what would have been Party City. Let's see. Yeah, you can see those carts in there with the Party City logo. You can see the cameras are still on, very much so. Looks like this one closed with the company. Looks like it says something about being open 24 hours on that carpet. So you can see that. You can see a look inside that nice long corridor. Would love to be walking through there. It's nice to see that the plants aren't dead, or maybe they're fake. Because, like, I mean, I know at Century 3, after they closed the mall corridor, the plants infamously were allowed to die. It's like, this is supposed to be a doorbell. You know what that means. Open up or it's a sorry we missed you. Damn it, it didn't work. I didn't even hear something. Here's through a different entrance. Oh yeah, those doors practically come open. I imagine they put those there for a reason. It's cool that you can still see the inside. You know? I believe that is still part of Macy's. And then over here we've got another abandoned store of some kind. Don't really know what this one was. I don't see any markings. You can see there's where the entrance from the mall would have been. You can see the mall's sign still features Party City on it. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, it's tempting to go look inside those doors, but you know, you see a car like that you know is absolutely security, and you don't want to fuck with them. However, if you look, you can see a Macy's label scar over there. Down there is the loading docks for Macy's. You know, I'm not going down there with security right there, just because, like I said, you don't fuck with those guys. So this is a seemingly active section of the mall that, like, I mean, I don't want to mess with them, but like, I mean, this is that Vantage Robotics. You can see those lights up there, and they're literally just leasing out an entrance, and then a good chunk of the mall is taken up by this Carrington College. Reminds me of that mall in Fresno where a good chunk of it was taken up by a college. How many times at these malls is it that the one successful thing here is a Target? Because of course, you know, Of fucking course. And hey, this looks like an old Kmart garden center, actually. An old Kmart prison yard garden center that they've got right here. So, you know, it definitely could be. Like, I don't know if this is a former Kmart, but like, I mean, yeah, this definitely looks like an old Kmart garden center here. You can see some of these lights in the parking lot match a lot of the fixtures inside the mall that we were able to see through those doors. So, you know, I wonder how long they'll keep these lights around. This area over here also looks like it could have been an old Kmart garden center. Can't see very much of it on camera, but definitely looks like it could have been. Don't know if this Target was formerly a Kmart, but definitely looks like it could be. And there's a better look inside of there. You can see a book laying on the ground down there. Don't know what book that is. Trying to see if there's any chance that, because like, I mean, the red could just as easily be Target as it is Kmart. Just trying to see if there's any chance we can see any sort of remnant to what this was. We will go inside the Target just to see if we can see the inside of the mall, much like we did with the Kohl's. Don't know for sure, but I suspect this wall, yeah, even more so. Oh no, but yeah, I suspect this wall, being that it looks a little newer, could have been the entrance from the mall. And I mean, I don't expect we'll see anything, being that we know the college is bordering this and they're leasing space from the mall. But, you know, it never hurts to look. So I just looked at the mall's satellite image from Google Maps, and it does appear that that wall over there that I showed off earlier was in fact the entrance to the mall, and it looks like it's probably been walled off for quite some time, longer than the mall has been closed. I would guess due to the fact that there's that college that operates on, like, inside of the mall. So yeah, but you know, still cool to see. So seeing that the entrance to the mall here is not accessible from within the Target, I do have to wonder how many malls have died bringing in Target thinking that it's going to save them, and then Target ends up deciding to wall off their entrance to the mall altogether because enough people come just to go to Target, and that's it. They don't even bother going to the mall, and it's not even worth it to Target to have that entrance to the mall even open. Like I mean, to compare to malls on the other side of the country, like, I mean, I know South Hills Village, for example, has a Target, and the entrance to the mall from the Target is still open, and that mall is still fairly healthy. Like, I mean, yeah, the Sears is abandoned, of course, there, but the mall itself, from what I remember living out there, is still doing okay. But, like, I mean, malls out here like Westminster Mall or this place, like, you close off that entrance to the mall from a Target, in this case because a college literally takes up the mall corridor, and suddenly the mall is in big trouble. So that's just an observation that I'm making about this mall. Also, for those of you who are unfamiliar, I made an Honest Ads parody for Pride last year. So literally, you've got the Pride merch, and right over here, you've got July 4th merch. They're right next to each other. Like, literally exactly what the point of that Honest Ads video that I made was. Here is a would-be entrance to the mall that's completely walled off, and We're not gonna fuck with it. And that's it. We've walked around the entirety of the mall here. So time to get back to the house right over there and on to the next thing. And of course, fuck Eddie Lampert, fuck John Fisher, and fuck Richard Zimmerman. I'll see you guys in the next one.